decided to do another short, maybe not so short video, um, to update you on Guardian. I have decided upon the name Guardian. So what we have here, and what I'm doing now, is building an error logger. So basically, if an error occurs, it'll log it. Um, kind of self-explanatory. As you can see here, I got error logger, and I've got all this extra stuff here. It's just a bunch of stuff that goes with it. But in this core ML debugger file here, basically, let's take a look at the core. So you'll notice it has a bunch of members here, access level to violation type, and it's basically um, a big wrapper for this entire file here. Come on, for this entire file here, which is close to 60 something thousand lines of code. But as you can see, access level, and a bunch of functionality, if it would ever go with me. But basically, what I've done is everything inside of here, as you can see, there's a bunch of functions. It's basically access to this stuff here. And the reason I'm doing it is because an error logger needs to know whether or not it has access or not. And this, like I said, I'm still just building the foundation of this program. Let's see. Yeah, it's got a bunch of stuff in it. And what I'm basically doing is I'm creating, as you see, there's a core configuration which has these, which are involved in here. And then for the alert configuration, which is finished, has alert category, level, priority, and status. And then these are all wrappers for the functions that are in this file here. You see, basically, and what this is just like a configuration setup for the error logger here. And this isn't quite finished yet. It's, I'm kind of working on it. It's kind of hit and go. Because like here, error logger configuration, error logger config. Well, what does that exactly mean? Error logger configuration, which, if you notice, is basically a conglomeration of all of this. It's basically the hub for all of this. And so what I'm doing, and I'm just building the configuration at this point. I'm trying to get the error logger built because that's foundational for the program. It allows me to then log errors and log problems and log nefarious actors. Because this program, when it's complete, will be an advanced security system. Like I said, I'm just building the error logger right now, and it's a pain. It's very slow moving. The other thing I wanted to show you was the other file that I've been working on. This is shared state configuration. This is the configuration that belongs everywhere else in the program. So it's not in there yet, but there will be an error logger here in shared state. This is just kind of like a demonstration. So let's take a quick overview, right? Okay, so let's close all these little classes and structs and see how many lines we're looking at. So the very first file, let's just close the whole thing. Close the whole thing. 58,905 lines. That's the equivalent of 1,100 pages. Okay, so that's the first file. This has 34,000 lines. That would be the equivalent of writing another 500 pages. Let's see. That's not much at all. But that's also going to expand and get really big once I'm complete with this file. And then that's another like 1,000 pages. And that's just 3 or 4 files of like 16 files, right? 16 files in this program. And so far, 1,100 pages. That's roughly another 1,000 pages. I mean, just out of hand. And it just keeps growing. And that's not all of it either. There's this stuff down here, the tests. I mean, it's just enormous. It's just enormous. And it keeps growing. It really does. But that was just an update video. I didn't want to go too much into the actual code because Guardian isn't complete yet. This is like a split video. I do apologize. The one thing I didn't point out in the previous video, is that this actually works. So I'm going to prove it right now. So I feel like I need to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and clean the solution. This is proof that all the code and all the hard work works. It's taking forever to load. It's building from a clean, which basically wipes out all data when you clean the solution. But I always do that to make sure there's no stale data. Come on already. Don't make a liar out of me. Come on already. I know you work. There we go. See? Proof that Guardian works. Now, does it do what I want it to do? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I just wanted to show you an extension of the previous video. That it actually works. You know, that when I hit run, it'll actually load and do this, which does actually nothing. It doesn't do anything that I set it out to do, but that's okay because it's not complete yet. I'm still building the foundation. That's all for today. I just wanted to do a short little video.